Welcome in, everybody. How are you all doing tonight? Why did my camera suddenly open up? What the fuck? No, go away. We don't need to see my face twice. Once is fine enough. Okay. Charlie, quick reminder, change your nameplate. I'm going to do that for myself really quickly. We are starting a new game officially next week. This is the quick little, not one shot, but session 0, getting to know each other and all that. This is the world of Arnekus. This is my homebrew world of craziness and soon to be Max's delight. Because Max likes the chaos, and there is much chaos. So, we are going to introduce each the characters as they are being brought in. So, in the world of Arnekus, the people, the players, the characters are all from different parts of the world. Some are from other places as well. So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Many of them have traveled very far to get where they are now, which is a small city called Hurdlepool.
This is so weird not being the one in charge. Not being the cameraman. So I'm like, I was going to paying attention.
Travis, you fucked with my dynamic lighting.
Oh, yeah, I updated that. Sorry. All you have to do is just go to the picture on the... See?
You fucked with my dynamic lighting.
I fixed it.
I had it all set up.
I'm sorry.
It was all ready this morning.
I apologize.
Okay. So, this is the small city of Hurdlepool. You can tell that it is fairly small. There are only... Don't you dare fucking start dropping your characters onto the map, you assholes.
It was Max. It was Max.
I know it was. I saw him.
I was curious what the size was. I need to know how much destruction I can do.
Can you burn down the entire town?
I'm not gonna have a town at the end of this session. This is session 0.
And I love Hurdlepool. Because that's the shape of it.
It's a heart. It's a heart.
Yeah.
Hanshin's Joe
Mikhail.
He just said ooh, what's this? This is Arnekus.
This is Arnekus. But yeah, so this is the small city of Hurdlepool. It is only about 1,600 in population, not including these 4 hooligans that are in the town. It is surrounded by farmlands on the north to eastern sides, and a lot of it, for those of you who have been here for a couple of days, would know that it, for the most part, is because of, or it is mostly farmed by the Dragonborn of the city. They wouldn't necessarily be considered slaves, but they are probably on the lines of what was the word?
Indentured.
That one, yeah. Indentured servants, essentially. But yeah, so many of you are starting out walking around the city. You all would have noticed that in the center of town, right about here, there is a large fountain pedestal of sorts. And surrounding it are the 26 gods. There are small 2-foot statues that represent each of the gods and their likeness. In the center is the fountain, and then along the bottom stone edge is etched the 11 minor gods symbols. You also would have noticed during your time of walking around and wandering the town that all of them are kept in pristine condition. except for two. Bahamut and Tiamat's statue both have moss growing on them and are dirty in comparison to the rest. You would pretty much all know, other than one person who will not be named quite yet, that this would be because of the event called Dragon's Demise. It was a civil war about 400 to 500 years ago that almost caused the destruction of the entire world and its people. The two gods came to Arnekus and actually fought each other alongside their metallic and chromatic brethren. That was the only time that they have been spotted, and they have not been spotted on Arnekus since.
So no dragons at all.
There are still dragons, but they're extremely rare.
Okay.
There wouldn't be more than probably a small handful of ancients. Even less than that, adults and young adults.
Okay.
As you would all be walking around, you would have smelled the lovely smells of the food that was coming from the, where is it? I need to find it. I put everything but one of them on here. Okay, then.
The Defiant Oven, the baker. I did have a chance to look at the Hurlpool tourism board pamphlet.
You would have smelled the lovely food coming from the Enchanted Angel Inn.
Okay.
That is the main inn of the town, and we will start with Hiraeth. Please introduce your character as you walk into the bar.
Okay, so Hiraeth is a probably 7'6" or something, furbolg with kind of green skin tone and white hair, and kind of has little bits of moss on him, and is wearing very kind of old-fashioned clothing that seems a bit out of place, very out of place. Just in general seems out of place in this establishment, and he'll kind of just wander in and look around. I don't know what is actually going on in this place right now.
In the bar currently, there is quite a lot going on, actually. There are a lot of people here. Almost all of the tables are taken, except for a few in the back. You see a job board right next to the door. You see a bard playing music in the back. There is a... I already forgot what I put as the bartender here. Give me a second.
Oh, quick question. How tall is Hiraeth?
Hiraeth.
Uh,
It's a Welsh word.
I will do my best to not destroy it, but
I barely know how to pronounce it, but
how tall are you?
it is a Welsh word.
how tall are you?
Oh, how tall am I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
7'6", I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay. Hey.
As you crouch to get in through the doorway.
Oh yeah, and also I am very clumsy. I probably hit my head on the door. I'm probably knocking stuff over as I'm going, like just apologizing incessantly because.
Well, what's
I don't
even
know how,
what's even worse
Weird.
is that as you are going through, As you are walking in, you notice actually that there's almost different size tables as you kind of get further into the back. There are smaller tables for some of the smaller races, just so that way they don't have to have all this extra, like, room of their legs hanging off the table, chairs, or anything like that. So they have some smaller tables for those who want to use it. They also have the bigger tables for the more normal sized.
Well, they're probably like little doll-sized tables.
Pretty much. You know, like kids, like tea set type style tables?
Yeah.
It's one of those.
Yeah. It's comical.
As you walk in, you look to the right and you see not a large size bar, but a fairly good size bar. It looks mostly empty for the night. But you see a small halfling running the bar. He kind of looks at you and, "Aye, welcome in. How are you today?"
Hello there, someone. Sorry about that glass. Could I have, what are your local, dishes here?
Dishes, yes, we have lots of stew, as well as a few meat platters. Not the most amount of meat, as most of it has been already sold for the night, but I could probably wrangle something up for you if you'd like. What sounds good?
I'd love to have a bit of stew.
Right away. Would you like anything to drink, lad? I almost... Shut up.
No, no. It was. I got to whisper. Sorry.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Anything to drink, lad?
Perhaps a bit of mead.
A mead,
Drink it away.
yes. I will get that right away. There appears to be a open table over by the fireplace, if you would like. As he's kind of like reaching up over the counter to actually see the other side of the building.
He will try to, as gracefully as possible, make his way over to that part.
Roll me a dexterity save.
First roll of the campaign.
I
How
hope
many
you know that I have
tables
a
do you
negative
knock
to my
over?
dex.
So this will set the theme for
This-
the entire campaign. So all the
It's gonna
pressure.
be so bad.
Let's see it.
Okay. I'm going.
Not one.
That's a rough one. That's not the best. Midland. All right. Average.
not bad.
All right.
As you start making your way over to the table on the complete opposite side of the building, you definitely knock into some people. You accidentally knock someone's beer onto their lap. You push someone's face into their food. But everyone is just laughing and having a grand old time. There are people who are looking at these people who are having drinks in their laps, having food all over their face, and they're just pointing and laughing. They're kind of pointing and laughing at you too, but they're mostly laughing at the misfortune of the people whose face is now in their food.
I do not take it personally.
Mashed potatoes
Just
on
like,
the
"Oh,
nose.
Sorry there. Sorry.
As you make your way over to the other side, you notice that the fireplace is surprisingly covered. As you make your way over there, there's something big and furry, and you think it's breathing. Trick!
You see a wolf. It cracks an eye and looks at you,
Oh, hello.
and then standing up and shifting back. It's Trick Heartsbane. Hello.
I see. You are one of the folk that turn into animals.
You also would notice that he has large black wings behind him. Please describe your character, Treyek.
So I am getting to my bio page. I am young for this campaign. I am 19 years of old, around there, younger type thing. Black wings, kind of mostly like on the top of them, and then they slant down and are mostly silver on the bottoms. 5 feet 9 inches, and I weigh 120 pounds. My wings weigh more than that.
I was gonna say, you
So
weigh
I'm
that soaking
pretty
wet.
thin.
Yeah,
He's bulked up a little bit in this town.
fair enough.
He has very green eyes and very tan skin, very black hair. Yeah.
Continue.
He
Nice to meet you.
Is it nice to meet you?
Good eyes.
I'm gonna keep with that instead. I went for the wrong voice. Is it nice to meet you?
So,
Well, okay. He sits down on the place he was sitting, like cross-legged.
well, I'm not bothering you. I will do my own thing. And I was just gonna like
Said
try
you were
to
bothering
sit down and not cause too much problems, but just exist.
It takes you a couple of, you sit down, it takes a couple of minutes, but a, glass of mead is brought over, as well as your stew. And for being stew, this is a big-ass bowl. Like, this thing is the size of your head.
Oh damn, my head!
Yeah. It's a
Oh.
big bowl of stew. So you start mowing down on that, and Ward.
At which point the door flings open and in walks a rather human-looking person, probably about 5'6" or so, and next to him in walks another gentleman that you can't quite see just yet. The human is in rather nice clothes, and you hear him bellow out, "I'd rather be here than there,"
Oh God.
and just begins walking in, and soon after you see this other figure walk in, which is
you see a copper skinned warforged who is same height, 5.5 feet, very skinny and dressed very nicely. And he has his flame is a purple color, so his eyes glow purple. And as we walk in, he hears Ward say that and say, "It's still not funny. It's not a funny joke. That's not a good punchline. It's still not funny."
Posh. It kills with everyone else. You're just don't
it
know the
actually
comedy
doesn't.
of it.
I mean, as far as I understand, if people laugh, that means it's funny. But when you say it, nobody laughs, so I have to assume it's not funny.
Because you're the only one I've told it to for the last 20 times.
Yeah.
Goodness. And just kind of pass by the bar. Usual rum. Walk by.
Right away, lad.
Walk by two
Usual
or three of
nothing.
the other people. And see a couple of the people with some food in their face. And as I just pass by them, I just shove their food or their face back in their food.
See, I did it on accident.
Oh,
You did it on purpose.
Very much so. Yes. Yes.
Kind of go by a few people, rub their hair, and do a headstand on someone's table, walk across it on my hands, land on my used
Performance check.
Oh.
gladly.
Hi, Puppers.
Can I kick the table to give him disadvantage?
Yes!
Yeah, as I see him hop up, I'll just give a hip bump
I
to
have a
the
question.
table.
How
Yes.
new are Warforged?
You would have never seen a Warforged before.
Yes, so you see what appears to be, you would probably assume at first, an animated suit of armor.
Give me just a second. I gotta go into a quick whisper, and then I'll describe what happens with Ward's 13.
Right?
Yeah, they're only from the last, 250 years? So you would have never seen a Warforged before. You've seen a couple of them walking by in the towns, but this would be, the closest that you've actually seen one.
Yeah. I said one of the things I'm scared of is new technology, because it's
Although you wouldn't know that. This would just be something that you haven't seen before. But take it as you will.
But does it look kind of technological? It looks like something very new, and I think I would be mildly scared of it.
You would probably be
Not-
mildly scared of him.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna bring us out of whispers. So as Ward hops up and gets onto his hands and starts walking across the table, you try to avoid the bowl of soup that your hand is just about to go across, and you just barely manage to avoid it. It kind of rocking, you hit just the edge of it, rocked the bowl a little bit as you manage to finish your little flip on the other side. The people at the table kind of glaring at you, and then glaring at Cogsworth for hitting the table.
Oh! Oops, clumsy me!
Always
Deception
clumsy, my
check?
friend.
What, deception?
Yes.
19.
Hey, nice.
Clumsy
I'm a
old
lying
me.
liar who lies.
Yep. Yep.
I beat you.
Oh.
So continue, Ward and Cogsworth.
So at which point, get towards kind of the center and look around, not seeing anything offhand. Grabs a tiny seat, sits down next to two of those people, just kind of looks at them.
Mind you,
It's going well, I assume.
this looks like an adult in a kindergarten chair.
Absolutely. I just kind of sit down next to him. How's the meals? Enjoying your drinks? Everything well? And just kind of back and forth very quickly.
As they're just, cocking their heads, staring at you, it's fine?
Fantastic. And I stand right up. Turn to Cogsworth and I don't think that'll be our table.
Yeah, because just basic, math and physics dictate no.
I'm warm.
Ah, Ward, I have a drink, your rum over here.
My rum!
As he's the other side of the building.
I will run my way over, grab my rum, take a big old drink. Better.
I'll be scanning for a table. From what you said, I think it's pretty crowded, pretty busy tonight, right?
It's a pretty busy night. You're looking around, you don't really see any open tables at this point, but looking over by the fireplace, there is a table with a couple of empty seats.
Bradley.
And by the fireplace is this very large person who is kind of staring a little bit wide-eyed at Cogsworth.
Drink
I get that.
slinger.
Would I have seen Cogsworth? ever?
Oh, you can't miss us.
Uh,
I mean, like that type of race.
You would yes, you would have seen Warforged before. You would have only seen them in the 2 cities that you've been to. And it probably wouldn't have been at a close distance, but you would have seen them walking by.
Okay.
Drink
Because
Slinger.
It's not as weird for you.
Yes. Ward, you would know that this is Eric Toskubble.
Drink Slinger.
What can I get for you, lad?
Eric, who haven't I met here yet?
Well, you have met everyone, but
I've swindled everyone.
yeah, you're not wrong. Those 2 over by the fireplace, one seems to be new, and the other one is the, flea boy.
Not swindle, provide opportunities.
It's a swindling.
Wow.
Thank you, my
Tomato,
dear
tomato.
metallic friend. You're absolutely right. All right. I found us a table. And I will very proudly strut, drink in hand, and just sit right down at the table. Oh, hello. Like, I totally just completely missed them. When did you get here?
By the way, I'm not even sitting on the table right now. I'm sitting on like the step of the fireplace before the floor.
The mantle. Or
The
not,
mantle, yeah.
No, not the mantle. The mantle's above.
Perfect.
Yeah.
The
Cool.
step.
The step.
Nice to meet you,
Whatever
sir.
it's called.
I'm Hirith, and you are
Your what? Hyreth? Hyreth?
Hirith.
Hyreth.
Hirith.
I'll get it eventually.
I will not.
Hyreth.
Hyreth. Hyreth?
He rise.
Hyreth.
This is not going to be a word by the end of this.
Hyreth. Correct?
Yeah,
I nailed
believe
it,
so,
didn't I? Nailed it? I nailed it.
Yeah.
That is good, sir.
I
Fantastic.
and I am Cogsworth. Pleasure to meet you, sir.
Wow.
Yes, you are one of those new folk.
Well, thank you. I'm 30, but I'll take the new. All right.
Child.
He seems a little bit scared of you.
Okay, and you are 2 feet taller than you, and you're essentially twice my size, like literally.
Yeah. Also, I don't look too old. I look, kind of maybe mid-late 20s. So.
Well, I guess my
It's
question would be,
like
how common are furbolgs?
They're fairly common.
Okay.
They're not the most common race. They're only in the 11% of other races.
But I would have seen them before.
Yeah, you would have seen them before.
Okay. All right.
You know what I was.
It's delicious.
Oh, I know.
You would also notice that the bowl is the size of Hyrith's head.
Still good. Oh, yes, sorry. Welcome to Hurdlepool. I am Metla Cuddlepool.
Nice.
Cogsworth will make a quick mental note.
I need to write that down because I'm not going to remember it.
Yeah,
Can you please repeat
I
it?
need to,
Since that's what you're introducing yourself as right now.
Metla.
I could just write on my hand, right? That works.
That works.
Except for it'll be gone by next week.
Yeah.
Cuddlepool.
So welcome to Hurdlepool.
Everybody loves a good cuddlepool.
Oh, and here I was always thinking it was a puddle.
Thank you, little one.
And what brings you here? Do you care for some dice? Where was our food? Did we order food? I thought we ordered food.
You know I did not order food. I never order food. You expect me to order food and assume I'll order for you, but I don't eat, so I never order food. And you always get hungry and then grumpy.
I am grumpy. Where's my food?
You should order some. And stop sticking your finger in this gentleman's food.
But it's delicious.
Right.
Then order your own.
But then I have to get up. And you're still standing.
Oh, I am, aren't I?
Please. Could
I
you
will
please?
turn and just bellow across. I will just yell, Eric! He needs food. He'll get grumpy if he doesn't get it.
What does he want? This time!
I will look at him and yell, what do you want?
Now who's the grumpy one?
Oh, sorry, range. What do you want?
Food.
I think you need to be a little more specific. But I'll try. Stand by. Food! Does Eric reply in any way?
Eric is just like tilts his head. Just, okay,
This is not the first time we've ordered like this either.
I'll get something
Excellent,
for
sir.
you.
Thank you. No, not for me. And please remember to bill him only. And I'll look back to Ward and say, your food has been ordered. Should be here momentarily.
Fantastic.
Then I'll
Thank
sit
you.
down.
You all see Eric kind of scurry into the back room really quickly, and a couple minutes later he comes back and just kind of like half chucks a plate across the table at Ward, who's sitting on the opposite side, and on it is a bunch of cheese and crackers.
My favorite.
You asked for food.
Fromage tray. Nice.
A charcuterie.
Yes.
Charcuterie. I'll take one of the crackers and I'm even going to dip it in Harith's stew.
Which, by the way, Harith, how much would you have eaten so far?
Have they had a chance
quite
to
a bit
eat?
about quite a bit about of it. I wouldn't stop Ward from eating out of my bowl.
I think Treyek at this point is interested in these characters. He would get up and go and sit down
Okay.
at the table.
Oh, hello, sir. Or, yes, sir.
When did you get here?
Yeah. Or wait,
I've
are
been
you still
here-
like a wolf, or are you?
I'm not.
No.
Oh, okay.
I turned back.
Oh, okay.
I can't
Cool.
speak as a wolf.
Sorry, I forgot. I didn't know if you turned back or not. Sorry. Okay.
I am Treyek.
I am Cogsworth. And
Oh,
this is.
oh. I am Metla Cuddlepool. Welcome to Hurdlepool. I was a mayor once.
But not of Hurlpool.
No.
And it was only for a week.
Do
Well,
I get some sort
I
of
was still a
insight check
mayor.
on that if I wanted to make it?
Feel
Roll it.
free.
Oh, I guess we both have to make a roll since we both said it.
Well,
You know,
that's to get you get yourself a natural one, probably.
you believe it to the best of
Doesn't
your
matter for me.
ability.
Oh, okay.
And I was, of course, the deputy mayor, but. Oh, you know it to be true. Don't look at me like that.
That's okay. So much help you were.
Wow. Stabbed in the back and the heart like that. If I had, well, one of them.
Don't you though?
I do have a back. Yes.
Is it really a back though?
Well, three-dimensional space dictates, or even two-dimensional, a front and back. So, yes.
But alphabetically speaking, shouldn't the back be in the front